Louisiana beer reviews. Oh no, not another Oculto video.
Sorry.
Yeah, Oculto revisited, or not revisited in your case, first time. Well, you saw it in the fridge, so you wanted to look at this beer. It's a strange looking bottle, even the neck, and it's got keys on it, says Oculto. They have a bunch of different bottle cap designs, you know. I saved them. Now the sun is at a funny angle, so it's not going to look right, but it says brewed by Broken Barrel Brewing Company of Houston, Texas and Williamsburg, Virginia. That's Anheuser-Busch. There is no such thing as Broken Barrel Brewing. 6% alcohol, blue agave infused. 6% alcohol, that's the same as Beck's Sapphire, Bud Light Platinum, King Cobra, malt liquor. So it's in that, it's extra strong beer. But it says blended with beer, but you notice it doesn't say it is beer. Stave aged lager with natural flavors. Legally, they can't really sell beer this strong and call it beer. I don't know how strongly that's enforced because I got some German imports that said beer on it. If you go to Texas, they're going to say ale. They're real funny about it. It's not an ale, it's a lager. Or they might say lager in Texas. But Texas is real strict about stuff being called beer. In Louisiana, I don't think they're too strict.
We have better things to worry about. Right.
We have drive-through daiquiri shops here. They don't have that in Texas that I've seen. It could be. I haven't seen that.
I don't know. I think that's unique to here.
And you saw this in the fridge and you wanted to check it out.
Yep.
And you wanted to save the bottle, which is tactile.
Oh my goodness, it smells so good.
Now, you felt the label?
No.
It's like tactile.
Cool. Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay. I've had it a few times now, so.
This does smell like a margarita.
Yeah, I think they're trying to make it, you know, that.
How much
beer,
was the 6-pack of this?
Oh, it was like $7.97 at Walmart.
Ooh, I'm make some tacos.
Beer has been losing ground to wine and hard liquor. You know, especially highballs like margaritas and daiquiris and like old fashions and all that. So they probably trying to get into that. So you're not going to get much of a head. It's going to fizz away.
Yeah. Was this yellow? Just straight up yellow?
Yeah, straw.
Straw.
Like in a barn with some bubbles.
You should get a horse. We were talking about pets that he should get. He has a big backyard. Mentioned maybe a goat or a pig. Cute.
Now take a deep inhalation of it.
Oh, it smells so good. It smells like a margarita, but there's also something almost smoky about it. Like,
it's not made with any tequila. It's just aged in tequila barrel staves. Like they take the wood from tequila barrels and they age it in that. So
I might be able to smell
flavor.
the barrel because something smells almost smoky or woody.
I found it smell like pepper.
Like a slight spice in there. Like,
You think some of your college friends wouldn't like it?
I don't know. I haven't tried it yet, but
Oh yeah.
oh man, I could have a candle that smelled like this. This is nice. My friend has a beer scented candle. It's okay. I guess I'm tasting the blue agave. I'm not exactly sure what that would taste like, but
Well, that's what they
There's
used
that
to make
sweet-
tequila. That's the cactus pulp.
because there's something very sweet about this.
Yeah, Blue Moon made the agave nectar, and I didn't like it too much. It was like a yucky
I
sweetness.
didn't get to try that one, did I?
No, I didn't like it. It didn't last too long. I guess people didn't like it, but this one is like, to me, like the white pepper with the beer, like a regular old beer, you know, lager
I can
beer.
taste the pepper. It almost tastes like a really watered down margarita, like after all the ice has melted and
Yeah.
like the water's still there. And there's a sweetness that's almost like candy, but not like sugary, just sort
the
of a
ice melted.
sweet, or like a snowball or something.
Now they say on the website that you should drink this with a salted lime, like take a lime wedge and salt it.
That's dramatic, okay? Because
That's what it said.
the whole point when you do a tequila shot and you salt and bite the lime, it's because like the tequila is so strong, it's supposed to like cut through that. This isn't strong, it doesn't burn.
So it wouldn't need that.
No, that's silly. I mean, I guess if you wanted to put, I could see this tasting good with lime in it in the same way I drink like Blue Moon with orange or Who Garden with lemon, but I wouldn't, I don't know. I guess if you want to do lime or salt, but that's,
I hear those frogs.
I'm not crazy about salt in general, so I don't really
Yeah,
see
well, you know, I haven't had it with salt. I don't recall ever having a margarita in my life. I remember my parents getting them.
we can go and
at
get
Mexican
one at that
places.
New Mexican place that we need to try in the Plaza. I bet they have margaritas.
I never did.
Off track
Food with-
review. Margarita.
Yeah, I never really did food with hard liquor, you know. But it's just got the white pepper to me, and the regular beer, like maybe like Bud Light Lime they might have used. I don't know what kind of lager they used.
The regular beer taste is more like, and the kind of aftertaste, like the back of the throat taste. And I'm getting that pepper more the more that I drink it.
Yeah. Now talking about 6% alcohol by volume beers from Anheuser-Busch InBev, have you tried any of the other ones like Bud Light Platinum?
Yeah. I like Bud Light Platinum. Do not usually like Bud Light. Y'all know this about me. Bud Light Platinum is not a light beer.
No, not really.
It's not. I like to drink that when I eat crawfish. That's usually the only time I get it.
What about Beck Sapphire or King Cobra? You haven't tried those?
No,
Those
haven't
are
tried those.
Stronger
Okay.
lagers.
They're similar to Bud Light.
Platinum. Oh, they
Bud
have
Light
the same
Platinum,
alcohol
yeah.
by volume. They're a little different in their
Okay.
flavor.
I have never had those brands.
If you ever had Bud Light Lime, this is similar to that, but this has more body.
Yeah, this does. Bud Light Lime, when we went to Bonnaroo, that was like, we ran out of water, and that was like, by the last day, that was all we had to drink.
Yeah,
It
that's a pretty popular.
probably
drink.
normally would have tasted bad to me, but at the time, I was so thirsty. I was like, this is wonderful.
Yeah, it's very watery. So, this people have watched my reviews, so they know what I think about it. So I'm not gonna even rate it on here.
Yeah. Well, Bud Light's been doing some weird stuff lately, like those fake Bud Light margarita things. I forget
Yeah,
what
the
they're
mixed
called.
tail. They had
Yeah.
a commercial on TV for that yesterday.
Like they're beer margaritas, which is weird, and they usually taste really like too sweet. This I think is a better.
Oh, you're talking
sort
about the
of
Bud
drink.
Light Lime Arita and the Apple Arita.
Yeah, those little mini cans that they
Oh,
try
right.
to do.
That's
those
all
are,
the Aritas, yeah.
and they're kind of peculiar. Like they taste very like they bite. Like they
Strawberryta.
Strawberryta. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. They're
Yeah,
just
those are just malt liquor
strong.
with artificial flavors. I don't really.
I feel like this is more
I took
successful.
a sip of one of those once.
You know, it incorporates this whole tequila thing, but it's
Now
done.
they have the mixed tail, the Bud Light mixed tail, which is like
yeah.
mixed drinks, you know.
It's
But,
silly.
but it's beer. You
I
know.
mean,
And
yeah,
They had the Michelob
it's-
iced tea, but they're trying, different things. The
yeah,
iced
which
tea,
is good. You know, change is important. Diversify
Michelob
your
Ultra
products,
iced
but-
tea, but
I think this
okay,
is
back
more
to this.
successful, is what I'm trying to say, kind of thing, because it's it's not infused with the artificial flavor of tequila or whatever. It was in the cask, so it's a more natural sort of taste. It doesn't knock you over the head like fake sugar. Like I said, the blue agave, it's like sweet, but it's not. You can tell it wasn't like injected with sugar or whatever. So I think that this is a much nicer sort of.
Yeah, so you would recommend
But-
this?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're getting a strawberry, you're not after like nuanced, balanced flavor, you
Yeah,
know.
that's-
But I like this. I think it would be a good drink to have with, like I mentioned, like some Mexican food, because I don't always want like, I don't know a lot about Mexican beers. What's the popular one?
Modelo?
Yeah, what's the
Corona
Corona.
Extra?
Yeah, I don't really know much about those. They taste very much like beer, but maybe you don't always want to get a margarita. You work the next day or something, and I think this is a nice kind of like middle ground, because it does have that kind of sweetness, and it's almost like a novelty. Like you're not just drinking a regular beer, but it's not like gonna cost $9 and
Yeah,
give you a headache.
that's exactly why they made it.
Yeah, so I think, I mean, if they had this at like Mexican restaurants, I would get one with my burrito or quesadilla or whatever.
Yeah, I would almost guarantee it's going to be at the Mexican restaurants real soon. Yeah.
Good, yeah, because I think this is a nice middle ground for
That's
that.
what it's made for.
And it's refreshing. It's a good flavor.
So how would you rate it?
I guess an A-.
So at the lower end of excellent.
Yeah, the lower end of excellent, because there is that kind of taste that's reminiscent to me of like a watered down margarita, which is a little not the most appealing thing, and that pepper is a little odd, but it works. Like it's a good beer. I would drink it.
So if somebody asked you, should I try this, you would tell them
Oh yeah, I would recommend it.
bottle or can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I usually prefer to drink out of bottles than cans, because with cans I feel like you get that kind of tinny
Oh, you do
aluminum
find
taste.
You do pick up metallic flavor in cans?
Sometimes.
I don't usually get that, but-
Sometimes. I just in general I like drinking out of bottles.
Okay,
more.
well
I
that's
don't know.
fine. Many people do.
Yeah.
All right, well, Laissez-les Bon Temps Relay, an interesting, if not rather odd beer that may or may not be around that long. And we're going to end this review by saying y'all come on down to New Orleans on this warm, sunny day.